Good evening. This is Chief Okidike Ajuruchukwu of NigerianTVOnline.com. Yes, once again, we're coming to you from Umuahia, in God's own state, Abia, in Nigeria, West Africa. Greetings to all of you cyberspace viewers all over the world. Greetings to all you Abians. Once again, we bring to you a program and introduce you to somebody who makes this Abia State government move forward. No one man, not George Bush, not Putin, not even TARG, not the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria can move the country forward by themselves. They need somebody to make sure that the country moves forward in various capacities, in health, in sports, in so many areas, housing, and so forth on. Governor, His Excellency Governor Theodore A. Orji, have carefully selected some people to work for him, work with him to move this state forward. We're about ready to introduce you to the Commissioner of Housing and Urban Development, His Honorable Chief, Denicius, I might not say that correctly, E.C. Nwankpa. Welcome, sir, to NigerianTVOnline.com.
Thank you so very much.
Welcome to this show.
It's my pleasure being here.
I understand there's so much about you, but could you please tell our viewers just a brief CV about yourself? I love your outfit. I've got to tell everybody, and everybody's watching you, looking at you and saying, "What is this?" All right, the cowboy is here. Tell us about yourself.
Thank you very much. Honorable Chief Donatus Nwankpa. I was born on the 28th of November 1966 here in Aba, Abia State. I attended the Federal Government College where I married as a senior prefect. During my A-levels, and I have BSc in Political Science and have completed my MSc program in International Affairs and Diplomacy. I was a student union leader in this country where I headed the University of Ilorin Student Union, and then ventured into politics after a little stint at NDA as a lecturer, part-time lecturer, and an OSC lecturer. And I came into politics, and I've been in politics. 1999, I was elected into the House of Assembly, Abia State, on the platform of All People's Party, then APP. 2003, I was re-elected by my people as a vote of confidence, and when the party has transformed from APP to AMPP. And today, by 2007, while in the House of Assembly, I was the chairman of the House Committee on Information, Culture, Youth and Sports. And equally, I handled the post of minority leader during my second term in the House of Assembly. I'm briefly the chairman Committee on Youth and Women Affairs. So, as God will have it, with the election of Chief Dr. T.A. Orji, the Executive Governor of Abia State, the man whom God has given the mandate to lead God's own people in God's own state of Abia, His wisdom, to my greatest surprise, while I was aspiring to be a local government chairman, he nominated me and appointed me as a commissioner. And to my surprise, he gave me the Commissioner for Housing and Urban Development. And that's where I'm finding myself today.
Well, as a two-term assemblyman, is it a difficult shift to become the Commissioner of Housing and Urban Development?
I can say it's been too much difficult, but I think I see it as a challenge, because while in the House of Assembly we were busy making laws, and now here I'm here facing the practical reality of implementing those laws. That means it's now your ability to transform theories to practical, and that's what I'm doing here.
And that's why you're transforming theory to practical practices. And let me ask you, the provisions of housing in Abia State, I see people without houses. and I see people with some brand new houses. Is there some formula that you're using to make houses available for the majority of Abians?
Thank you for being very practical in your question, because for majority of Abians, because there's no way anywhere in the world that everybody has houses. Even in the so-called socialist world, we know the level of the deceit and hypocrisy they postulate with their ideas of some of these free things. So in Abia State, I think this is one of the states in Nigeria that the greatest number of people have been encouraged to have their own building, and have been encouraged to aspire towards, because one of the greatest assets of my people is self-reliance. And you know that housing is one of the things that determines who is a man in Igbo land. And for that, being given that responsibility, and with the kind of governor I have, who is determined to change the life of the people, to make a positive statement on the life of the people, I now pursue some programs of radical changes and improvement in the living condition, not just building houses, but making houses that are conducive, comfortable, and environmental friendly. And that's why we're not building ghettos, calling them houses. So Abia is almost...
No, you don't find too many, quote, ghettos.
Yeah, you don't even find a ghetto here, because what we're doing here is transforming the environment. Like what we're doing still at the level, we call it urban renewal. We transform some old buildings now to what is called modern building, to give them here in a lift of a city. And if you go to Aba, once acclaimed as one of the dirtiest cities in this country, I think today Aba is enjoying one of the most urbanized nature, both in terms of structure and building. So what we've done so far, we're also reaching out to our civil servants, because you know the greatest problem of this government is how to carry the civil servants along because of their monthly and meager income. So we've been able to get them low-cost houses at where we call Amoba Housing Estate, Isieke Housing Estate, Himri, and so many other places. And even we are pursuing the Unity Garden at Umode. I wish you visited it, you take a lot of pictures and see what we've done.
Well, we'd like to see your ongoing project.
Oh man, you are invited. My ongoing project, as I'm talking to you right now, my grader they called me a few minutes ago that they're pulling out of Amoba for the night so that they could continue tomorrow. We are creating a good, conducive environment for our people. And as I'm talking to you here now, I'll take you to Adela and work is going on there.
We would like to go and see some of these ongoing projects.
Come on, let's go.
Which are part of the initiative of the current government. Is there a relationship between that, your ongoing initiative, and the visions and mission of this governor?
Oh, who is the governor in the first place? The governor is the chief commissioner of the state. I am a commissioner. Then whatever policy I pursue is based on the manifesto and the objective of His Excellency. Then my own job as the Commissioner for Housing is I am the Chief Advisor on Housing, and I'm the Chief Implementer of Housing Policies. So I cannot run in opposite direction from my governor. We must run complementarily. And this is a man that is very humane. And a man who is very conscious of what
he's doing. And you're just going forward and you're not making a stop anywhere.
Oh man, and I'm very young to do that. And that's what I'm doing.
TVonline.com with Honorable Chief Denicius E.C. Nwankpa. Did I say it correctly?
Yeah, it's Nwankpa.
Nwankpa, okay. We don't have to put too
much.
much.
It's Donatos here in Nigeria.
It's Donatos?
Yeah, it's Donatos.
Oh.
It's TOS.
Oh, okay. So I could just call you Honorable Nwankpa.
Oh,
that's okay.
That's okay. But why don't you add Honorable Chief?
Honorable Chief?
Yes, I'm a titled man.
I'm a titled man.
Oh, good.
Osozachi.
Then give it back to me.
Osozachi one.
Okay, mine is Samareme one. That means that the one knows how to do it.
Okay. For those of you who do not understand what we're doing, it's not cultism. It is a title thing. We just love to slap each other's hands. Alright, so for those of you who do not understand, but let me ask you, my Honorable Chief, what is the average cost for a house? And is there, as you elaborate on the cost, is there some new technologies of housing construction initiative that because we see some different kinds of housing in Abia State.
Thank you very much. I love this your question. You see, when I came into the ministry, the low-cost houses they were building were one room, one bedroom, self-contained. And I felt that procreation is a continuous exercise. And I said, no more, we're not going to build one self-contained room again. We're going, the minimum we're going to have is 2-bedroom flats as our low-cost houses. And in that case, we took off from that angle. Then I decided what is going to happen in terms of cost. Initially, I had the instinct of trying prefab houses as practiced overseas, but we now got our environmental experts to check the environmental acceptability and compatibility and adaptability to the environment. I discovered that in Nigeria, only in Jeba and Ajokuta that prefab houses have worked. Now we advance further. By Friday, His Excellency has graciously approved my trip. Like the people you saw me interview here, discuss here with, we are perfecting our trip to Abuja to visit an Italian newly developed housing technology. So we are going with experts as to assess one, the cost, the relative cost of it, because you know we have 3 targeted clients: the low income one, the average income, and then the bourgeois.
Super dupers.
Yes, because one thing I don't want to say is that some people always say we're building for the poor, building for the poor. No, I'm building for every Abian. Every Abian is entitled to a house. So what we're doing now is we're going to study, does it adapt to our environment? How is it environmentally friendly? Is it durable? Then what is the economic advantage of it? So we'll get these studies and the effectiveness and the efficiency and also the timing, because we want to deliver in the next by 29th of May. We're giving Abians not less than 500 housing estates that almost people are working on as I'm talking to you.
500
new housing blocks by 29th of May. That's the gift we're giving. And then also after that, we have a target to deliver some more houses by the 31st of October, or 1st of October. And then by 31st December, we must have made a statement to give Abians not less than 2,000 new houses between now and December 31st. That's part of our projection.
Affordable houses.
Yeah, what we mean by this is this. We have 1,000 of the 2-bedroom which are below 2 million naira. They are quite down. And you know that most of these things that what we're talking about now, when you're talking about building housing, I'm one of the promoters of agitation for the federal government to take up responsibility of giving special grants to state to build houses. Because the federal government controls the chunk sum of money. Now when you come in, you say you are giving this allocation to this, you are giving this. What about shelter? We are demanding that the federal government at every year's budget provides for each state of the federation not less than 2 billion naira special grant, non-payment, non-refund for that state to build houses.
For each state? Each
state of the federation. And provide the federal cost houses. Even we don't even want federal government to undertake federal low-cost houses again, because these things are over-politicized. Let them hand it over to states, for states to develop their own houses. Give the states, not less, which will only cost the federal government a token sum of 74 billion naira to give to the 36 states of the federation and the capital city, Abuja. And then at the end of every 4 years tenure, you can know how many buildings will be in each state. This is one thing which I am leading the campaign for. That federal government should get more involved in building. And for the meantime, since we don't have enough money because building is capital intensive, what we've resorted to is with the Triple P, the public-private partnership initiative. This is where we get some builders, some self-builders, and private investors and banks. We are all relating to achieve this objective. And that's what we're doing right now.
I tell you, it's a commendable task to be going and pursuing. And I'm very proud, because it seems that you are definitely not taking a back seat or even allowing for non-compliance or even non-initiatives. You're taking this in head on. Let me ask you, elaborate somewhat on the state initiative for housing and the federal relationship to the states. Is there a good relationship between the two? Is the federal really helping out?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are yet to see the housing policy of the present President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And considering his humane nature as a person, we believe that he's also going to have a humane and God-fearing policy. But as for the posture of the former President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, his 8 years did not reflect anything in terms of housing in any state of the Federation. Let me not say this state of the Federation, for we Abians, the 8 years of our passenger administration was a disaster to this state. At least let me take my ministry. And there's no other ministry in this state, even the road work in this state, the 8 years of our passenger was a disaster, was a punishment for this state. It was years, the 8 years in the Bible of starvation and 8 years of abundance. So let's assume the Obasanjo's 8 years was 8 years of starvation for Abia. And then we are praying that the US government will be 8 years of abundance. So, and then talking about housing, we are saying that the federal government should hand over housing projects of states to states. Give states special grants. Instead, you can keep a monitoring commission to assess what the states are doing with those funds. Now, you don't come, you're going to build 1 billion houses, 300, okay, let's say 300,000 houses. We have 36 states of the Federation. We're not even talking about that. Give us only 50,000 houses to build.
Right. Give
us the fund, because most of the federal government jobs done in many states, from Obasanjo's administration and the previous one, sorry to say this, His Excellency, former President Obasanjo, let me give him his title. They were projects on paper. There was no project on ground at any of the states. I'm not talking about any other state now. I'm taking Abia as my sample state.
Yeah.
So, as far as Abia was concerned, there was no federal presence during the 8 years reign of President Olusegun Obasanjo. And we are, for that, we have made up our mind that if you want to build something, you want to give us water project, what is the share of that state? Give it to the state to handle. They get a monitoring team to see whether we confirm. Like the housing, what I'm talking about this housing is that housing is a basic natural demand, natural necessity. Okay, most of the time, even when I talk about housing, I say, even the foreign donors, foreign agencies helping this country. You continue talking S. How many people will S kill at a time? S will kill maybe one person at that time. In most of the S causes are exaggerated as far as Nigerian situation is concerned. What Nigerians lack is that some people, out of environmental ghetto, out of the squalor environment they find themselves, have this typhoid, Lassa fever, and most of the time when you suffer from those sicknesses, you have deteriorating immunity. And in the course of your immunity deteriorating, it could be diagnosed to mean anything. Are you getting me? So rather than overemphasizing on S, I told you this and this, we want them come and build houses because a healthy environment is a healthy living. So they just misplay what they want to give us. You see them doing some drama publication where I'm challenging them, the World Bank, the IMF, the UNICEF, the UNESCO, leave those things, 2 things we demand from you. Come and help us in education, improve our educational standard, then come and give us affordable houses. Then where again you want to do, give us good roads. Forget the rest. Leave your S, leave your Lassa fever, leave your malaria. Our natural immunity can take care of us there if we have good environment. So this is also what we're telling the federal government. Not say as you're giving us grants to develop this, because those ones you're giving, bring this in, monitor them. Monitor the implementation. If we do not comply, if there is zero compliance, if the compliance does not show more than average, more than 95% compliance, they take it off from us. That's the challenge we're giving.
That's an interesting challenge and a very major challenge, especially to the federal government.
Yeah, not just federal government, even you, the press. We want you to tell them, look, gentlemen, you are wasting our resources talking of 10 billion, 10 trillion. This, what we are talking is, get to these states, give each state, thank you very much for promising Nigeria 300,000 buildings, then give each state of the Federation 50,000 to build. If you give us 50,000 times that, we're having 18.
Let me give you the opportunity, because I think that you really are talking to the right people.
Okay.
Take this moment to to tell not only the federal government and any other agency that you want to talk to, take this moment to talk to them and add Abians in diaspora.
Okay, thank you very much. No, you see why we are saying about Abians in diaspora is that we have already brought out a village where we want you guys to develop. I was about coming to that. We brought a village. You're going to give us your design. We will invite you to come and develop that place for us. In the course of developing it as your own self-help project, we'll give you where you're going to donate for us. So we want all of you to come back to Abia. Have a home in Abia.
Tell them.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, my brothers. Abias, great Abias. We're inviting you to come to Abia here. Come and see the wonders God is doing for us and come and add to that wonders. We have mapped out special areas for you. Whatever name you want to call it, whatever design you come to make it. Those in London, those in Canada, those in UK, that's London. Those in Canada, those in United States of America, those in Italy, wherever you are in the world, come back here and have a root. Don't forget your roots. Your root is very important. And not only that, the European Union. When you say the only time they remember is when there is hunger in Nigeria. We said there's no war. We are not going to fight war. We are not going to go on refugee mission. Come and give us houses. That's all we need from them. Or come and give us good roads. Forget pipe-borne water because we have our boreholes everywhere. There's nothing like guinea pig, guinea worm. I'm talking about Abia. Abia has no trace of that. There's nothing like cerebral meningitis in Abia. So Lassa fever, nowhere. But because of our environment, we're having some problems. So let them come and add to our, improve our life span.
Abians across the world, there are many who would like to come home. There are many that really would like to. They are having conferences.
Answer open wedding for them. We are challenging them. You lead them down. Bring them. We're going to give them sight. If we don't give them sight within 96 hours of their arrival, they know that I'm here junketing and making noise like a yo-yo.
96 hours. If you come back home, when you come back home, within 96 hours, this commissioner is assuring you of a space in this state, your state. That is a very tough challenge, even for you who are living in comfortable USA, comfortable diaspora. Even for you, that's a major challenge. What about the sewer system? I just want to make some simple things, you know. We can just talk about a few simple things. The sewer system, and the construction of houses that are illegal houses that is taking place. Is there something that you're working with in the legislature to change that?
Yeah, you see, we don't even need to work with the legislature much because the laws are already there. You know, I was there before. The laws are already there. You see, in every society there are deviants. But one thing I want to tell you that sanity is prevalent in this state. A lot of people, because of federal negligence, federal neglect of Abia, there was this instinct for self-survival. The instinct for self-survival led a lot of people to even convert their residential houses to commercial houses. It made people to convert every available space to store and kiosk, and that created some problems. But this time around, we beg them, please, that scourge of hunger is not going to catch you like that. That man that was at Abuja, Aso Rock, who never saw anything good in Abia, God has graciously retired him. His tenure has expired. He has expired as president. So this man now is a friend of Abia. Come back, calm down, you're going to get something doing. It was just a game of frustration. Yeah. Most of the illegal constructions you see, we call it illegal structure, they were projects because of frustration and trying to bypass one of these. And the present government also
bypass the
laws, yes. And the present government, in a way to equally arrest the situation, we have decided to streamline the levies and payment things that people were saying, oh no, let me not pay this so that they don't go through. So in the course of our doing things, we are equally giving government a human face. That's what we do. That's kind of what
Honorable Commissioner, I think that this issue can go on and we can talk more, but I think that the challenges that you have posed upon people, including industrialists who would like to come here and build industries, you also assure them of having a comfortable place to stay. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to thank you for this interview. It's clear that you're very sincere and honest and dedicated towards the meeting your goal, as well as meeting the mission and vision for this governor that is now the governor of Abia State. And I thank you kindly for the energy that you have brought to this movement. It's almost a movement now. It's no longer just government by the day. It's a movement. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to take a look at this commissioner, and we will put his phone number of his office right on the, you'll see it on the screen. We will put his email address on the screen so you can contact him. Many questions that I'm sure I did not ask, you would have to ask. So in that respect, let me just thank him. Thank you for watching. This is Chief Obidike Ajuluchukwu of Nigerian TV Online. God bless you. Take care. We will see you the next time. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you again.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
It's been a wonderful time.
Thank you.